It's a Monday, and I'm here with attorney Michael Jaafar from the Dearborn firm Jaafar and Maddie. We're talking about your automobile insurance. Do you know what's in your policy? A lot of people, Mike, you have found, sadly do not.
Yeah, when people buy auto insurance, they just assume I have coverage. If the police stops me and I can show them my certificate, I'm good enough. But they don't know what's behind their policy. It's very important to know exactly what's in your policy, and to know what should matter in your policy, you need to understand the law as it applies to you and why you're buying insurance in the first place. That's the most important part.
All right, let's take a look right now at a policy. Let's start from the beginning. Your policy, what does it have in it? First of all, there's unlimited protection. We are the only state that affords people this.
We are the only state that still has unlimited protection for your, what us attorneys call your first party benefits. If you are involved in an auto accident, no matter what type of insurance you have or what company you have insurance with, you have unlimited protection for all of your medical bills from any injuries resulting from the car accident. You also have unlimited protection for what we call attendant care, which is if you're injured in an auto accident and you need somebody to come take care of you at your house, a nurse, a doctor, you also have unlimited lifetime protection for that until, and of course, if that changes this year in Congress.
Yeah, it could change in the legislature, so we're following that for you. Underneath there, the last line, liability with a big question mark. Tell me about liability and what I need to know that I may not know.
Most people don't have enough liability coverage. Here's what liability means. If you're involved in an auto accident, there's two people that could be injured. It could be you, or it could be somebody else or somebody else's property. Liability is what protects you if you are sued for damage you do to somebody else. That is not unlimited. You have to actually pay extra for that. Most people call it one-way insurance, which just gives you basic protection for liability. I urge all people to make sure they have enough liability protection, because if you are involved in an auto accident, you hurt yourself, you're covered unlimited for yourself. But if you hurt somebody else, you are not covered unlimited for them. You have to pay for that. And if you don't have enough, that person can sue you, and they can take your personal assets, they can take your house, your car, your income, your wages. They could bankrupt you. They could literally take everything from you if you do not have enough coverage.
Enough coverage. What do we mean by enough coverage? Is it different for everybody?
Excellent question. Anybody can pick the coverage they want. The basic coverage is $20,000 for damage you do to somebody else. But enough coverage means, in my opinion, enough to protect you for your assets in case somebody's hurt and you have to pay them so that they cannot sue you and take your business and your assets. Let's say you cause damage to somebody else in the amount of $250,000. If your policy covers you for $250,000, then they can't do anything to you. They only get paid by your insurance. But if your policy does not cover you, then they can come after you and take your personal assets from you.
What about somebody hitting me without the proper coverage? They hit me now.
Great question. If they don't have proper coverage.
Right.
Okay, if they don't have proper coverage and you need to sue them to get your damages from them for your pain and suffering, let's say you're debilitated, let's say you're paralyzed, let's say you can't go to work for 5 years. If they don't have the proper coverage, you can protect yourself in your own policy. It's called uninsured motorist or underinsured motorist. That is insurance that you buy for yourself so that if you're hit by somebody who does not have the proper coverage, you can go after your own insurance company. It's not much extra money anyway to have that, so I recommend that all people have that. You go after your own insurance company for them to pay you for his negligence.
But a lot of people may think that that's provided in their policy, and the point here is it's not.
It's not, and this is the trick. Nobody knows that this is not automatic in your policy, and it's not much extra to have it in your policy. It is because it's not required by law to have it. So if it's not required by law to have it, and if it makes your policy a little bit cheaper to not have it, a lot of people will say, hey, just give me what I need and let me get on the road. And they don't know that. They need to know what's in their policy, and I urge all people to have protection in case they're hit by an uninsured or underinsured motorist.
Now, I would think that my agent would be explaining this to me, but you have found that doesn't often happen.
Yeah.
Always happen, at least.
Good agents are supposed to explain it. In my experience, they do, but they don't always do it. And a lot of people don't even have insurance agents. They'll go online and they'll sign up for insurance, or they'll call a company. Now, people, if you have an agent, they're supposed to explain it to you. I think a lot of times they do, but there's a lot of pressure because of tough economic times to get the cheapest policy possible. So some agents will want to give you the cheapest policy, even if it's only $20 a year cheaper, but it doesn't give you as much coverage. Some people will want to give you the cheapest policy because some people, when they shop around for insurance, they'll compare 8 or 9 different prices and they'll just go with the cheapest one. Don't do that. Know what's in the policy. If you've got to pay a little bit extra so that when you get behind the wheel, you and your family are protected, your assets are protected, nobody can take your business from you if you make a mistake, I think that's important, and you should review your policy.
Review the policy, know everything that's in it, ask the agent or the insurance company if you don't understand something, and ask what more would you suggest I have. Attorney Michael Jaafar, Jaafar and Maddie in Dearborn. Thank you for being here. We have a link to their site on our site, myfoxdetroit.com, on the Money Monday page. See you tonight at 5.